FightHype.com here with the man the fans love to hate for some reason.
Oh, yeah.
Why is
it's
that?
All good. Don't worry. It's because I charge the money. That's why. But
well, they're not going to hate you now
no,
after the announcement today.
We'll see.
$1 billion deal, 8 years. How many fights? 16?
16 a year. But also we'll be showing all our UK fights on the platform as well. So great news for fight fans. And, we've got the artillery. Obviously, we've got a bigger budget than HBO and Showtime, I think, put together.
Wow.
So it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be building a great stable of fighters here. It's open season for any world-class fighter that doesn't have a promotional contract. And we're really excited about the future and building something very special here.
How important is it for you to have that kind of backing to make the moves that you want to make?
Yeah, it's absolutely, it's a necessity, because when we came to the US, there's 3 things that I wanted. Number 1 was a huge volume of dates. But we have that now with 16 shows. I needed a huge amount of money, which I've got that now. And I needed the opportunity to build something with the broadcaster. It wasn't a case of, you come on air at 10 o'clock and we're going to show 2 fights. I wanted to make sure that we could go on air at 5 o'clock. We could show the entire card. We could create shoulder programming. We could create a build-up show going into the night as well. We can show all our UK content as well. So this really has to become the home of boxing. On DAZN. Of course, DAZN is a sports platform, not a boxing platform, but boxing is just a part of what they're going to be doing, and it's very exciting to be involved with. And now, the reason that we had to do today was DAZN actually won't launch till the end of June, but I had to get this out there because I've got a big mouth, and I'm talking to all these fighters, and they want to know. So now we've been able to get it out there, and we can really start the hard work.
How difficult was it for you to make the decision to do something like this when traditionally, I know you're used to working obviously with Sky, HBO, Showtime. This is a little bit different. This is like the future.
It's the way that people are digesting content now is completely different. OTT platforms, you've seen the success of Netflix. This is, I guess, going to be the Netflix of sport, and it's the backing behind it. There's huge backing behind this project. Of course, Access Industries, which also own Warner Music, major shareholder in Spotify, and they have very deep pockets, and that's something that appealed to us in terms of the long-term commitment to the sport that they're putting into this. This isn't a 1-year deal, this isn't a 2-year deal. They see a future in boxing, and it's up to us to build these fighters coming through, not just the elite fighters, but also the young fighters coming through, the national champions, the Olympic champions, and it gives us an opportunity to really, I think, create an unrivaled platform in the sport of boxing.
The way you have it set up, I think it's going to be very appealing for a lot of fighters out there. Obviously, when we started the interview, you kind of mentioned that you were looking for some fighters out there. Do you kind of have in your head certain names, certain guys that you would love to go after?
People have been asking me that all day, and it's just a case of any world-class fighter that doesn't have a promotional contract, we should talk, because you should hear what I've got to say. You should listen to the numbers, you should listen to the model, you should listen to the plan. And why wouldn't you? It's a great opportunity. It's great news for fighters, because now you've got another player in town. Right now you have 4 players in boxing in the US. You have Top Rank in ESPN, you have HBO, you have Showtime, and you have Matchroom and DAZN. So yes, we have the biggest budget. We don't yet have the platform of an ESPN. That will grow in time. But we have an incredible team. Obviously the recruitment of John Skipper from ESPN, president, is now with us as well. So we feel like we're in a great position.
Obviously, you mentioned fighters that don't have promoters. Al Heyman has a lot of fighters, pretty much the majority of them, that don't have promoters. Do you think some of those guys are going to be wanting to jump, especially since someone like Danny Jacobs?
I think we should possibly. I would be very surprised if we didn't have that conversation with Al, who has trouble getting his guys out regularly. To say, and this platform's not just about Matchroom taking control and signing everybody. We can work with other promoters on the platform as long as they're quality shows and quality fights. That wins as well. But obviously the Al Heyman fighters, if they don't have promotional contracts, they'll be wanting to know what we can pay. And we can pay great money.
Right.
So I believe we're a great promotional company as well. So why wouldn't you want to know what was out there?
Yeah. So it's really a win for boxing, not just for Eddie Hearn and Matchroom.
Great for boxing. Great for boxing. Great for the fans. And people say, oh, we've got another platform. Yeah, you have. But you've got a platform that's going to drive other platforms to compete. And we're going to be pushing and pushing and pushing. So we're going to be putting on great shows. Showtime will want to be putting on great shows. Top Rank and ESPN will want to be putting on great shows. The pressure needs to mount on people like me and the promotional companies to put on great fights. And that's what you're going to see on our platform.
How receptive do you think some of the, I don't know if you've heard any rumblings from anyone, the Lou DiBellas, all the different promoters out there?
There'll be a lot of voodoo dolls out tonight. But I haven't been stabbed with the bitter knife yet in boxing. That'll come in time. But right now, I'm open to working with everybody, and we'll see what the future holds. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to upset some people. You know, we're going to have ups and downs. It's going to be a roller coaster, but we're here. We're in the US. The office is set up. The money's in the bank, and we're good to go.
The money's in the bank, and you're ready to put it in the bags.
Absolutely. No, the bags don't exist. It's only the bank I'm worried about. I'm not interested in money in any bag. Once it's in the bank, that's when we're good to go.
That sounds even better. First card is going to be in September, is that right?
September, yeah. And there'll be a announcement at the end of June, the official announcement of the launch of the zone, and that will come with our announcement of our new fighters and also our schedule as well.